This is Saturday Kitchen Live. And welcome to the show. With me in the studio are two very different chefs. First, probably the greatest seafood chef in the world. He wrote that bit. His restaurant in Cornwall is the only fish restaurant anywhere to hold 2 covered Michelin stars. It's Nathan Outlaw, of course. And next to him is a new face to Saturday Kitchen. He's in charge of an ever-growing empire of noodle bars all over London. It's Ken Yamada. Great to have on the show, guys. Okay, we have got a little bit for your dish as well, Ken. So what are you going to be making? Something traditional for us.
Yeah, I'll be making a seafood ramen. With homemade noodles here. I'll show you how the machine works later.
Yeah.
Using 2 stocks, chicken and fish. Yeah. And with king prawns, fresh squid, clams and seasoned eggs.
And a seasoned egg, which is very, very different as well. Never had anything like this on the show, plus a machine you've got to see. Next recipe, and this comes from a man who's slowly taking over London with his brand of award-winning noodle restaurants, and he's brought a small factory with him by the looks of it. It's Ken Yamada. Great to have on the show. Now, talking about the factory, that is the machine.
That's the machine.
Which we're going to get to in a minute.
I'll show you in a minute.
You're going to come over here and make this dish. So, tell us what it is, first of all.
OK, it's a seafood ramen with homemade noodles. And let's get cracking.
Homemade noodles, like you've got one of them at your home.
Well, you can use your handheld pasta machine.
OK, all right, so what you're going to get, first of all, and do this, so...
We'll get on with that, if you can prep the seafood.
I'm going to prepare our fish, which is squid, prawns and clams,
bonito flakes, straight in.
OK. So they're going to a measured amount of water?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. This is to season the soup at the end.
OK. And so this is the salty part of it, then?
That's
is this what you're making?
And kombu in there as well.
OK.
Seems like a lot of salt here, but we only use 25ml per bowl afterwards, so don't worry about that. So the idea of this makes a liquid, first of all, that you place in the bottom of the bowl, which seasons the rest of it. Exactly. Okay. So mirin, sake, rice wine vinegar, and soy sauce. Always dark, or is it light soy? Dark. Dark. Yeah, okay. I want a bit of colour in there as well, so... OK. Yeah, so wait for the salt to dissolve, which has done. That's the squid done. And then that's it. And all you do is just boil it, or just warm it up? Just until the salt's dissolved, that's it. And then strain it through... Is that for me, James? Yeah, that's for you, yeah. There you go. So the whole thing about this is liquid, first of all. It's not just the noodles, but the liquid is the key to it. So that's the first part of it. And the stock... Make sure you push it through. Yeah. And the stock that we're making 2 different types of stock. One fish one and one... Chicken one. So the chicken's fairly standard. Whole, it's got to be free range. It makes a difference. OK. Into a pan of water with ginger, garlic and spring onion. Yeah. Bring it to simmer, and then simmer for about 2 hours. Yeah. And that's what we have here. Yeah. Definitely boiling, not simmering. So, OK, that's just gently simmering away. OK, and that's just got everything in it. And you cook that for how long? 2 hours. 2 hours, OK. And then the fish part, this looks a bit funny, but it's sardines dried. So you can get them everywhere in Japan, but we can't get them here. So what we do is get the fresh sardines, head and gut out, and then we put them through our dehydrator. So if That'll make the kitchen smell nice, won't it? Yeah, I love the smell. It takes me straight back to Japan, actually, that smell. Right, OK. So if you're doing it at home, set your oven at 60 degrees. Yeah. And then leave the door ajar a little bit. And then you can... I'd go on holiday for 2 weeks, to be honest. There you go. Because you can... So... yeah, go on. And then put it in a pan of water. Yeah. Leave it in the fridge overnight. I know it sounds a bit funny, dehydrating it and then hydrating it again. Yeah. But once it dries, it gives you this lovely smoky flavour into the stock. That's what we're looking for. And then add that with ginger, garlic and spring onion. Right, so that's that. Yeah, bring it to boil, and bonito flakes goes in, and I've done that at the restaurant yesterday, which is there already. That's that one. Yeah. Now, it's all about the noodles, is this? So, and this is where we need Nathan. So explain to us about this noodle machine first. What is the dough, first of all? What is it made of? It's simply flour, water, salt, and something called kansui, which turns water alkaline. Right. So it's that alkaline in water. I need to borrow him for a second. So. Yeah, absolutely. It's that alkaline in water that makes the noodle
unique. It gives the bite and elasticity. That's what we're looking for.
Right.
So I've already mixed flour, water, and salt and kansui on the back of the machine, ready rolled. So if we just
come around there now.
Not yet.
Not yet. Obviously.
Not yet. No.
So where does this title of the dish originate from? Is it the noodles or is it?
Yeah, noodles, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noodles is what makes ramen unique from other types.
Okay. Right, I'm going to clean now while you're doing this. So you can explain what's happening. We got...
Sure. So I'm just combining the two ready rolled into one. That just sorry.
So this is a kind of dish that you could do at home, easy.
If you've got one of these, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got one of those?
I ain't got one of those.
I thought you had a pasta machine at home, James.
Yeah, I've got a pasta machine at home, but...
Yeah. That will do, actually, I think.
Right. So
yeah.
why are you rolling two into one? Why is that?
It's a bit rough at the moment. 2 to 1 makes it a lot smoother. So that's what...
And this machine, I mean, comes from Japan? I mean, you can't get these in the UK, then?
No, it was really tough getting it over. But, you know, the ramen as a dish is a pretty simple dish, but you have to get every component bang on. And we felt that we had to, you know, make the noodles as well.
This is in the window of one of your restaurants, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's in Haggerston. We started off in Soho. Most recently opened in Selfridges. It's a small 14-seater bar counter in their food hall, actually. And we've got Tonkotsu Mayor Street opening next week, where we'll put this dish on the menu. So, yeah. What exciting.
I've never seen this before. I just thought it was fascinating, but we would normally have it up here. It just weighs about 8 ton. But right, so you've got it to that bit.
Yeah, and then we're ready to cut. So
you might help now. Then.
Yes, please. Yeah. Right.
Now, it depends how old you are. It depends on where you get the idea of this machine from. Do you remember when you were a kid and you went to the swimming baths? The old mangle?
No, James.
No.
We used to have an old mangle you used to put in your swimming... Mine?
No, James.
Right.
I'll just shut up and just carry on. Oh, now you've got a spinning machine, somebody told me in my ear. It's just now, it's all times have moved on. We've got a plug on it now, you see.
Okay, so
right, so what's happening now, then?
That's the cutter.
I don't mean to be rude, but this is the only chef we've had on to come on and cook, and I've done everything else. But anyway.
Thanks very much.
Right, we've got our squid.
Okay. So it should now.
Prawns are not far off.
Yeah.
Right, they're coming through now.
Should be.
So it cuts it as well?
It does, yeah.
So is there any egg in there? It's just flour and water, that's all it is?
No, so a lot of people actually think that there's egg in it because it's got this yellow hue, but that's the alkaline water reacting with the flour.
Right.
And I'll show you in a minute how to make the noodles look a bit wavier for that ramen, typical ramen style.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, we've got enough for the dish, so I'm going to leave Nathan over there to do the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I'll break it first.
Right, so you're going to cook these then. So we're nearly there with that. That's the salt one.
Okay, so that's the salt base.
Yeah. Clams go through there.
Yeah.
And we'll take this, pop that in
Back
there.
in there, yeah. So that's the fish stock ready.
Right, so you need to then get on and do the noodles then. So
yep. So if you have that.
I've got it all there, yeah.
Okay.
So this gets sliced.
So if you just, these are at the moment straight. So if you work on it and work the gluten, so you get more of the bite as well as giving the noodles the wavy shape.
Oh, so you don't just put them in as they are?
No, so the wavy shape will help, you know, the soup to cling onto it better.
Right.
Perfect. So you ready?
Right, so we take a ladle full
yep.
of the salt solution, or a little ladle full of the salt solution.
Yep. And if you can do fish only in one of the bowls, James.
Yeah. There with this one. So fish only on that one, yeah.
Yeah, and half and half chicken and fish stock in that for me.
OK, I'll do that one, yeah.
And noodles go in for 34 seconds, exactly.
34 seconds?
No more, no less.
Very precise.
Right. So, anyway, I'll put the chicken one and the right-hand side one, so...
OK.
That's the chicken one. There you go. A bit more. So, 34 seconds exactly.
That's it.
Then that's the fish one. So we got chicken there,
Yeah,
fish there.
Yeah.
Or half and half. That's what you wanted.
So we've got
clams
the
as well.
eggs. That's 34 seconds.
34 seconds.
Out.
Fascinating, you know. It's just
great.
So then you want the fish in here.
That's it. Yeah.
The clams. There we go.
So the eggs.
And then you want the eggs.
Yep,
so tell me
please.
about these eggs then, because these have been
Yeah. So
soft-boiled or
all the ingredients you can see over there: water, soy, bonito flakes, ginger, garlic, chili. Yeah. They all go in a pot, and then once it's cooled, cook the eggs in boiling water, depending on the size, 6 minutes, 20 seconds or so. If you shake your raw eggs quite violently before you put them in boiling water, you get the yolk perfectly centred. That's a good tip.
I didn't know that. School day.
He could be saying anything. He lost me with this machine. Right. So these prawns are going to go in. Even though this is a chicken one, you can still put the prawns with it as well. We've got this. I'll leave you to do the egg.
Sure.
As well. There you go. So this is a classic trademark dish of yours then, is it? Or this one?
No, it will be new at our new restaurant next week.
Right. And then the egg. How long would that sit in the marinade for then?
Up to a week.
Right.
But there you go, perfectly centred.
Bang in the centre, isn't it?
There you go.
And then you've got some of your
Yeah, the chili oil.
chilli as well to go with it. I don't think I've missed anything off.
No, you haven't. It's all there. Thank you.
I do feel like I've done a service in your restaurant, though. So give us the name of this fantastic dish. Look at that.
That's seafood ramen with chicken and fish stock with king prawns, squid and clams.
First time on the show. Just goes to prove, less is more. I'd rather not in this. This is just delicious. I mean, it just smells fantastic. Now, you got the fish one.
Oh, yes, thank
that
you.
one?
Thank you for doing that.
You got that one. That's the
Very
chicken
kind.
one as well. But that
really?
egg, I mean, so many great tips in there about the egg.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh,
Bang in the centre, never
Yeah.
you? So you literally just
Yeah,
shake it.
that's it. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Oh, yes.
Now, I know you
Did-
do a dish similar to this, don't you?
Yeah, we do a vegetarian one, but I've learned a lot of things today, so I'll be stealing a few of your little tips.
Brilliant.
That's lovely.
I'll come down to
Really,
Cornwall
really
and taste that.
good. Yeah, please do, yeah.
That
it's
chilli oil
good.
certainly makes your nose run a bit. Yeah. I've had a little bit. What do you reckon?
It's really, really good.
Happy with that? Right, let's go back to South Wales to see what I want. But Susie Atkins has chosen to go with Ken's tasty noodles.
Ken, your lovely seafood ramen has really woken up my taste buds, and here's hoping this modern, vibrant Chilean Riesling does the same for you. Cheers!
Cheers indeed. This is just delicious. Now, I said less is more, but this is just...
So good. It's a complete meal. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Beautiful.
Thank you
What do you
very
reckon to why? Because there's a lot of flavour going on there.
Yeah, but Riesling goes really well with it.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect, yeah.
Nice little bit of spice in there as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish off this. Now it's time for more...